Got an interesting one today. This is a Galaxy Note 9 that does not want to charge, and when we plug it in, we do get an icon here, the lightning bolt symbol. We don't get a temperature warning, but it never starts charging. And if we take a look at the amperage that's going in, see we are pulling about 0.2-ish amps, and we're at 5 volts, so it never increases the voltage. So I'm going to open this up and take a look on the inside, and it looks like the port is pretty clean. Alright, let's take a look on the inside, see what's going on. Okay, I've removed the NFC flex cable here, disconnected the battery, and when we plug the phone in, we are still pulling 0.2 amps, so that is not normal. We should not be getting that kind of draw when there's nothing to charge because the battery's not plugged in. So let's see what's going on at the battery terminal. Okay, so I've got the charger connected, and we're going to put this black probe over here on ground. That's the ground side, or negative. And over here on the positive side, we have nothing, like zero. No power getting, no voltage whatsoever at the battery terminal. So I'm going to go ahead and unplug the phone. We will put this in diode mode and see what the battery terminal looks like. So I'm going to put the red probe on ground this time. Let me just use this right over here. And put the black one onto the positive terminal of the battery, and we are going straight to ground. So that means we have a short, and I suspect it's probably going to be the charging IC because there are only a few things in between here and there. So the positive comes through this diode. Well, we have a diode here. We have a couple caps here. And then we have this little filter of sorts, or whatever you want to call it. So the power comes all the way down from here to a line that's on the other side of the motherboard. And I actually have a donor board here, but it also has its shield installed, so that's not going to help us very much. So we only have a few possibilities here. Either there's a bad cap, one of these two, or the charging IC, which I think it's most likely to be. So I'm going to plug the power supply in and see if anything here heats up. I sincerely doubt that's going to be the case, but that would be nice. Alright, so we got the power supply connected. I'm going to take a look at this with the thermal camera. We'll hit the power button, and I do not see any heat on this side. So yeah, this is almost definitely going to be the oh, there's some heat right there. What's that? Huh. Alright, so we got some heat on this side of the board. We may be in luck. Let's use some freeze spray so you can see this a little more clearly. Alright, so I'm going to freeze this and hit the power, and we'll see if something here melts quickly. Let's see if we can get this focused a little better though. There we go. Alright. Let that finish freezing. And look at that. We have a tiny little capacitor here that went bad. Now that is what I call luck. Because usually... Oh, is that a capacitor or is that a filter? Crap. Let's see. Let's check this out on our donor. It is always nice to have a spare motherboard. Right here. Is that a capacitor? Actually, we could look at ZXW and tell, but just for the heck of it, let's see if this beeps. So that is a capacitor that needs to be replaced. I'm going to contact the customer because they want it to be updated on the estimate, and fortunately for them, this is not going to be a very expensive repair. So for some reason my audio started acting up right about here. What I'm going to do is just remove the capacitor from the donor board. We'll take it off and measure it with the multimeter so that we can find out what the value is for future reference, and from there we'll go ahead and put it onto our customer's device, and everything should be working. So from here on, you can enjoy the sound of me not talking anymore. Now, as you noticed, I did not attach the NFC, so what's going to happen here is we're going to get an error. In just a few seconds, you'll see the yellow triangle that says that the phone cannot be charged, and so we'll go ahead and put the NFC cable back inside. Because without that, you get this, which is kind of crazy, but that's how these phones work. And we are charging again.